welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back after I've been gone for so long. But I came with a really exciting review this time. By the way, if you don't know who I am, my name is Mo. Please subscribe if you like this video and let me know how you felt about it by either giving me a thumbs up or a comment down below. I'd really appreciate it. Alright, what am I reviewing today? About face. Sorry guys, this is supposed to be like a whole opening the box, first impressions type of thing, but I just couldn't wait. So if you follow me on Instagram, by the way, you should. This is my handle. I don't know what side I'll put it on. So follow me on Instagram because I did actually open this on Instagram and I did a couple swatches. Might I say maybe a little embarrassing, but they were done there. But I'm really excited to try these out. I got the Light Lock highlighter, I got the Shadowstick, and this is in the shade Baroque, and the highlighter is in the shade Sunstruck. I also got a lip liner, and this one is in the shade Lost Time. So I'm really excited to actually put these on my face. I have a really cool idea, so hopefully I can execute it. If you want to see how I do it, just keep watching. So before I even start, for those of you who don't know, what's About Face, you were just like, huh? About Face is Halsey's new brand, and so far so good. The products are looking really, really cool. I'm just gonna start by priming my face. I'm just kind of doing the usual that I usually do. If you don't know what that is, go watch my everyday makeup routine. So I'm using my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, and I'm just gonna push this into my pores. I don't really put this all over my face. And the trick with this primer is less is more. When I found out Halsey was dropping her own makeup brand, I was a little surprised, to be honest with you, but when I saw the products that she actually came out with, they seemed so genuine. They just seemed so like her, like something that she would actually create. You can already kind of see and feel through the visuals, the messaging, all of that, the passion there, and the genuine passion. So that's why I thought that this would definitely be worth trying and giving a shot. I didn't get those paint cream shadow, liquid shadow things. I kind of wanted to get stuff that I would genuinely use even after I filmed the video and not just for the video. But who knows, maybe it doesn't all have to be at once. Maybe I'll try those in a future video. By the way, please excuse my under eyes. They're just so haven't been getting that much sleep lately, so I'm gonna put the liquid highlighter on now, and then we'll try just a little bit on maybe at the end, just to see how it layers on top of powder. But you typically, for liquids and creams, those kind of textured products, you want to put them first before you put any powders. Look at the packaging. I mentioned this on Instagram, but this is the cutest packaging. I really love this prismatic type of vibe. This is the shade Sunstruck. So it's not a very thick liquid, but it's also not too runny, which I actually really like. And it doesn't seem too oily or anything, but I'm just gonna put a little bit on my hand. Ooh, it's so pretty. Look at that. Let's see how this looks on my face, because I've literally been waiting to put this on my face. I almost gave in on Instagram, but finally I can do this now. Alright, so I'm gonna take it. I'm just gonna drop it onto my cheekbones. I'm just gonna use my sponge to blend it out and see how that looks. Okay, this might be the kind of thing that blends a bit better with your fingers, so I'm gonna try it on this side. Yeah, it definitely blends way better with your fingers. Whoa, guys. Look at that reflection, what? Look at how easily it's blending out, but it's definitely drying down really fast. I'm actually so excited to see how this looks when I finish the rest of my face. Whoa. Alright, I really want to put some on my Cupid's bow now. I'll put a little bit on my chin. I don't even know what a little bit is with this anymore. My nose is gonna be shining. Guys, what the hell? She did not have to do this to us. Whoa. Okay, we'll come back to that. Concealer time. I'm gonna do my concealer and face and everything off camera just so this video doesn't get too long, and then I'll come back when it's time to do my eyes. Okay, so as you can see, I blended out my concealer and I tried to avoid where the highlighter was in the main area, and I just kind of blended it around that highlighter on the edges of it. I'm still glowing to the gods. You can still see this beautiful glow, and it doesn't look like this thick layer just sitting on top of my skin. I'm just so I will be using this all of the time. I'm gonna finish the rest of my concealer, and I might just do my eyebrows too, so I will be right back. Okay, so we're back. I did my base, everything pretty much except for my blush, but we're gonna move on to the eyes now. So I'm gonna bring everyone a little bit closer. Hopefully it's not too close. We'll see how it goes. I already primed my lids with the Fenty Beauty eyeshadow primer. So we are reviewing from the About Face for eyes this Shadowstick, and this is in the shade Baroque. There were quite a few shades, but this is the one that really kind of spoke to me. This is kind of like a swatch and what it looks like. So it's really creamy, but it's not like a thick, it's very lightweight, a very lightweight creamy formula. I have this really cool look that I'm planning. Hopefully it comes out actually looking the way that I'm hoping it'll look. So I guess we'll just be on this journey together. Now I'm taking my ABH Jackie Aina palette, and I'm taking the shade Ginger, and I'm just going to use these kind of like deep brown tones to just deepen up my crease a little bit and just give me a little bit more dimension there. We're going to go in with Ginger first and just blending it into my crease. Okay, so now that I blended that color into my crease and just kind of like all over as like a transition shade, I'm going to go right into Credit, and I'm going to just take a little bit and I'm going to blend this in a little bit lower and more just to like really deepen up my crease a little bit. Now I do want to pick a color and just kind of put it in between those two shades just to really help with that blend and also kind of complement the shade that we're going to put on our lids. I'm going to be going and dipping into Pinker right there. And I'm going to just try to keep the shade in between those two colors, focus it there, but I'm going to take whatever is excess and just kind of blend it lightly on top of everything that I've got. So I don't know if you see what that did, but it really just kind of helped like merge those two shades together. Okay, so it is looking a little bit more on the purple side than I kind of wanted. So I'm going to go into edges and just really lightly go over everything just to really try to kind of like warm it up a little bit. Alright, so we've gotten to the part where we all came to watch and see what this would look like. So I'm just going to go right in and I'm going to put this pretty much all over my lid, avoiding and stopping in the area where my crease kind of begins. I'm going to go in with my finger and see if I can blend it out a bit more. That's nice. Ooh. I just went ahead and kind of blended it in a bit more using those colors that I used in my crease. So I'm just going to do a little bit of graphic liner work because I feel like I kind of want to keep it in that essence of like Halsey, and I feel like that's kind of like where this is heading and kind of the vision that I have for this. So I'm taking this ABH Electric Cake liner, in the shade Electric Pink, and we're just going to do some graphic liner work, pretty basic one. So yeah, I did the same kind of graphic liner moment as you can see here. This is exactly kind of what I was picturing. I just did like a little bit of a graphic liner moment, double wings going, and then a little bit of details on my bottom lash line. It's not totally finished, but I did most of it because my camera died. I grabbed that eyeshadow stick again and I just kind of like drew a little bit along the inside corner of my eye, right under this kind of liner moment that I've got going here. So I'll show you. Just a thin line tracing along the bottom of that liner, and I'm just taking it about halfway. Now I take a small brush for blending and then another tiny brush like this, and I'm gonna grab the dark brown shade called Credit in the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I'm just gonna blend this as close to my lash line as I possibly can on the outer portion of my bottom lash line. And I am stopping like right there, so I'm just blending that out. And once I did that, I grabbed that fluffier brush and edges, and I just used that to kind of blend out the bottom of that dark brown. And then I took the same brush and dipped it in once very lightly into Pinker, and I just blended that on top of everything. So now I'm going to grab my ABH eyeliner again, and I'm going to grab just a very small amount and put kind of line underneath that brown and wing it just a little bit, very tiny along the bottom there, just like I've done on this side. And then I'm going to add those 3 dots. Okay, so I've attempted to replicate what I did on the other side. It's not perfect, but you know. I did put a lash on this lid and I was kind of waiting for it to dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a lash on my other eye. So the lashes that I am using today are the Sephora collection lashes. This is in their like Luxe false lash collection. I love these ones because I feel like the band on them is just, it's clear and it's thin and it's flexible, so it's like perfect. It feels so comfortable on your lids. The lashes don't look like too much, they're not too full. They look a lot more natural and like they could kind of be yours. I'm gonna go ahead and put those lashes on, and then we'll put some mascara just to kind of finish off the eyes, and we'll go into the lips and, you know, add a little bit of blush. As you can see, I'm all done with the eyes. I put some lashes on, I blended my natural lashes in with the fake ones, put a little bit of mascara on, and the eyes are all complete. Hope you guys like it. Let me come a little bit closer. That shade on my lid is so pretty. Like, wow, it's so shiny. All right, so for blush, I'm going to grab my ABH blush trio. I use this in like every video so far. I swear I have other blushes. I just really like this trio. And I'm gonna grab that middle shade first, and I'm gonna put that a little bit closer to the center of my face, to my cheekbones, just like that. Not really packing it on because we do have that liquid highlighter on. And we're not losing that like highlighter moment. Like you can still really see that like highlighter underneath. I love it. Now I'm gonna go into this deeper shade on the back. It's called Velvet. And I'm gonna focus this blush shade just a little bit further back and blend it into that other shade that I put it a little bit closer to the center of my face. Okay, blush is on. I wanna see the highlighter on top of like all the powder and products. So I'm just gonna put a very, very, very tiny amount. Oh, this goes such a long way. I know this now. On my Cupid's bow, and see how that blends out, because I feel like I can kind of, I sacrifice my Cupid's bow. So we'll put a very tiny amount. I'm using my finger this time, as I've learned, works best. And making sure to pat and not drag. It's such a pretty glow, oh my god. Now we're gonna go into lip liner. So the lip liner that I got is the, what's it called? Fix Lip Pencil. And this is in the shade Lost Time. So I'm just gonna use this to line my lips. So I'm just gonna keep this matte, and this lip pencil is matte, so it's perfect. So right off the bat, I can see it's a really soft formula. It's not tugging on my skin or on my lips. It's really easy to draw on, but I must tell you, when I did swatch it on my hand, and I was trying to get it off, especially with the micellar water, it is pretty long wearing. It seems like a pretty long wear formula. That is kind of like a major thing that you usually want in your lip liner. So I am very happy about that. I guess we'll see as I wear it throughout the day, but so far so good. Okay, so I've got my lips lined. Now I'm gonna grab my Makeup by Mario Master Mattes Pro Lip Palette. I've been using this palette literally like every day, every single time I do my makeup, because I literally don't need like any other lipstick color. So I'm just gonna go right in with this palette. I think the first shade I'm gonna grab is this red right here, because I do want this lip to be like a deep red, right? And I'm just gonna put that on top and see if I like the tone. Okay, so it is a little bit more red than I want, so I'm going to grab that deep purple color and really add a little bit more to really get this to that tone. I'm also going to add a little bit of black too, I think. There we go. That's the deep, deep red that I want. Okay, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. Quick recap, quick review. I really, really love this highlighter. Hands down, this has got to be my favorite thing. This highlighter is stunning, stunning, beautiful. That highlighter is bomb. Definitely gotta be like the best highlighter I've ever tried. The eyeshadow stick, I think maybe is a little bit of a learning curve. Might just be me, I probably messed up along the line, but I must say this shade that's on my lid is really, really beautiful. I really like the reflectiveness, the way it reflects on the light, and even just the tone of the shade just in general. It's very stunning. The consistency of this is actually pretty nice, so I'm gonna try and see how it looks without any powders or anything else on my lids before, because I think it'll work a little bit better that way. This was pretty long wearing. I did swatch it on my hand. I tried to take it off with like my micellar water. I washed my hands and it was still there. So this must be pretty promising, and you probably just don't really need you know, eyeshadow primer or anything underneath. Lip liner, not that much else you can say about it. It's a nice matte, lightweight consistency and formula. So yeah, guys, that's my opinion. This has been my opinion on it. I love it. I'm definitely going to be buying, like if they come out with any more shades in the highlighter, I'm definitely going to be buying some more. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for staying and, you know, just showing me that support. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe before you go and leave me a like or a comment before you go too. I'd really appreciate that, and I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.